What's going on, guys? Vulkan here, and I wanted to share a quick video of my launch plans for New World with everyone. So this includes some quick leveling tips, what my plans are for content around launch, and a handful of amazing resources that people have created that'll make your time in New World a lot better. So here's what I'm planning on doing when it comes to launch. I'm gonna have lots of videos, including guides, tips and tricks, all of that fun stuff available day one. Now, if you have ideas that you would like to see for a video, please let me know in the comments section below, and I will do my best to try to incorporate those ideas into a video. I'm also gonna do a launch day stream. So streams, if you've been following the channel for a long time, have been sort of like an on and off thing, right? Sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. Typically, I try to work them around either massive patch updates, new expansions, or maybe a new game release. And New World is not going to be any exception, so I'm planning on streaming on Twitch and YouTube through multi-stream. So if this changes, I'll let you guys know, but I definitely will be streaming on one or both of those platforms. Now, the next big question I've gotten from pretty much everybody is, what am I going to be running to level up, or what are some leveling tips? So the weapons I'm going to be using are the Great Axe and the Fire Staff. I like it, quick bursts of speed, a lot of movement for the Fire Staff and the Great Axe. Plus they're really high damage weapons. You can nuke things down super quick. And then I'm also going to be rolling the Hatchet and the Great Axe. I incorporate the Hatchet here because of the Berserk skill and its 20% movement speed buff that lasts for 15 seconds. This makes it perfect for long distance running and making going from point A to point B a much shorter affair. So that's what I'm going to be using for my leveling. Now, let's talk about some leveling tips and tricks. So if you do not know how to roll cancel for some extra speed, that is something that I would definitely learn how to do. It's very, very simple. You just swap weapons in the middle of a roll and it cancels the little pause that you typically have when like your character's like kind of sitting back up and getting his balance. Also go lightweight armor for the dodge roll because you can't roll cancel without a dodge roll. Number 3, also maximize your first trip to town, gather up all the resources you need. So when you first wash up on the shore, you go through the tutorial and you're kind of doing the first missions for the fort, killing the drowned, all that fun stuff. And they'll say, hey, you need to go to your first settlement. As you're running there, gather up 40 green wood, 40 stones, and this is going to help you immensely for your first mission because you won't have to leave town to go gather those things. You'll have already done it on the way there. Also, use the respawn mechanic to just die and then fast travel to settlements. Very curious if this is going to be around or if it was just a beta thing. I'm not entirely sure. If not, we're going to have to hoof it from point A to point B, but this respawn mechanic makes going back to town and completing quests extremely fast. So be sure to use it if it is still there. And then lastly, don't worry about your weapons early on. Just take whatever is stronger in those weapon categories that you want to level with and move on. So for instance, I'm not going to worry too much about what stats are on my Hatchet or my Great Axe or Fire Staff. I'm just going to take the one that deals the most damage, throw it on there because odds are it's going to get replaced in like a level or two anyway. So what resources am I going to use when I am leveling or just playing New World in general? These are some fantastic things that other players in the community have put together, and I really want to spotlight these. So the first thing is worldforge.gg. This is a great tool. 1, it looks fantastic. 2, there's a lot of value packed into this. It's a very simple interface, lets you tinker with different build combinations, lets you kind of get in there and mess with different weapons and all of the skill trees. So this is one that I would highly recommend stopping by. We also have Map Genie, New World, and this is a high quality interactive map. You're gonna be able to find resources, shrines, bosses, pretty much anything in the game that is some form of point of interest will be on this map. Then we also have newworldfans.com/builds. This is another build site, but this one is really cool because it allows you to share and view other player builds that they've put together. So this is a fantastic way to share ideas. And the last one is a Reddit post. These were some of the coolest quick reference guides that I've ever seen put together. So this user put these things together and they represent each attribute. And this has everything that relates to those attributes. I'm talking about food, gem, damage effectiveness, attribute scaling, everything you need to know when it comes to should I invest into strength, focus, constitution, what will affect those different stats, how can I boost those stats. Everything is right there, so I highly recommend to check those out. Plus, you can download them and just keep them on your desktop if you would like to. It's all up to you guys. So that wraps this one up. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And like I said, leave some comments below if you have an idea of what you would like to see in a video. I'm always looking for new things to put out there. And hopefully I see some of you on the stream for launch day. Very excited for this game. But thank you everyone so much for your support. We recently crossed 60,000 subs, which is just insane to think about. We're going to have a separate video for that. But once more, thank you guys again. This has been Vulkan, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.